Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Plays Factorio. So we are in the middle of a siege here. It's a bit slow going because I basically spent all last episode screwing up and I don't want to put you through that again. So better safe than sorry basically is what we're practicing here. So we've already managed to intercept one of the bigger raiding parties that we've seen come through. And whoa man, that looked like a lot more damage than it actually was. So yeah, we had a raiding party that had developed and was beginning its attack. And we have already intercepted them, so that's really good. That's definitely a positive for us. And now we are starting to pull. We've begun pulling. I don't think we're pulling enough yet to really declare it like safe to go in. But yeah, in other words, like they're still creating enough of themselves that if we try to go in now, they're not going to pull all of them to the lasers, which is what we want in order to make sure this siege here is a success. And it looks like we're almost to that. Yeah, we're actually to that point. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll wait for the next wave to get pulled. Actually, we'll do a little bit of pulling here ourselves. So, because it looks like, yeah, we still got a little bit of issues in the pull department here. All right. Okay, we are poisoning ourselves, but that is fine. We made it out of there alive. That's important. Okay, let's go ahead and push forward just a little bit more. That gas doesn't actually damage inorganic structures, so if it's not living, if it's not us and it's not a biter, it's not going to hurt it. So basically, so let's go ahead and do like that. I don't think it's pulling quite enough. It was worth it to probably kill those worms, but this is still a very tricky and dangerous proposition and situation that we find ourselves in at the moment. So let's just go ahead and do this and go like that. Oh, we don't have any power. Fix that real quick. Alright, it looks like... I'm not sure if the towers are actually pulling it or if we're actually pulling it. Like, our presence is what's enraging these things to attack. But, yeah, it's definitely that. The towers are not doing any of the pulling just yet. So, we'll just go ahead and kind of do things like this. And, yes. Okay, cool. This is going to work. This is going to be our tactic here. Alright, fortunately lasers have pretty incredible range, so that's going to help out considerably for this whole process. Alright, and then we'll just hold down spacebar and throw grenades and make quick work of this, hopefully. There we go. Cool. All done. Only took like 18 tries. No big deal. Let's do a little bit of scouting real quick to make sure we haven't gotten any random spawns on the edge, on the periphery of our pollution area here. I'm going to take a drink of my water, because I've been at this for a little bit now on this particular day, but rehydration goes a long way. Let's go down here. It looks like there's a couple red dots down here. So this is also going to free up this iron, which we will mine manually. We won't be building trains for that just yet. That seems like maybe not redundant necessarily, but a little silly. Oh, hey, we've still got a couple worms down here that we need to kill. Alright, we'll go ahead and take care of that, so we don't have to worry about them so much anymore. Just waiting for their health to tick down at this point. So, yeah, each poison bomb does like 4 damage per tick, and then you just kind of do the math there. If you do 2, they'll layer, or it'll stack if you throw more than 1 bomb in the same spot. So, yeah, it's a pretty decent way of going about things. And there's our really sad solar farm. So, one thing I do want to do really quick is, before we start building a massive solar farm, which we are just about ready to do, I want to make sure that our power supply is up to snuff. So, now that we've actually gotten to a position where we can sort of maintain what we're doing here, I am going to go ahead and build up our... or try to research electronic energy distribution, although our steel production is still it's still lagging behind a little bit. It should be at least doable since we turned off most of the steel consuming facilities. At least I think we did. Or was that the last save? I really don't know. That's kind of unfortunate. Either way, our next big thing on the agenda is adding mining to this little patch right there. And then, yeah, hopefully being able to turn something out of that. So, yeah, okay, we have no blue production. Why do we not have any blue production? It just seems like I've got so many little fumbles and foibles here. Yeah, is it just waiting for... No, it's waiting for smart inserters. Did I put smart inserters? Okay, smart inserters are not being made. Why are they not being made? Let's see, we need blue inserters. We have 2 in there. How many do we have in the logistics system? Like none? Okay, so this happens from time to time, and I don't really know. Maybe somebody knows exactly what's going on. Oh. It would probably help if I actually did this, huh? I was going to say, there are times where every now and then... let's go ahead and just do 60 like that. Okay, cool. And that'll start the blue research up. There are times where, like, buildings will just stop functioning suddenly, and they don't really provide much of an explanation as to why. Like, it's just sort of like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't work anymore. And then, basically, you just go through, uninstall, reinstall, that kind of a deal. Very, very IT sort of method of resolution there. And, yeah, and then everything's fine. But sometimes it just doesn't work, and, you know, it's alpha, etc., so on and so forth, disclaimers. And, yeah, you just sort of deal with it, really. Okay, this doesn't look terribly efficient, I know, but there's somewhat of a method to my madness here. He says without the most confidence in the world, unlike some other times whenever he's explained his actions. Let's see. Okay, cool. We'll build the track first. No reason for them to start sucking up power if they're not actually going to be used just yet. Okay, cool. Iron production. Augmented. Let's just start everything up here. Cool. Good to go. That will definitely be tiding us over for a while, I believe. Like, it should go a fairly long way to maintaining iron production that will have our entire factory running at ideal rates. I think in the long run. We'll find out for sure here before too long, I think. Let's go ahead and make our first electronic furnaces. Yes, so we need lots and lots of steel. We're going to just take all of that steel. That's enough for 2, which is perfect. That's exactly how many I wanted to build. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of some of these bins. Actually, you know what? We're just going to get rid of this whole production area right now. I know we need the steel for other things, but this takes precedent because this is going to make our lives so much easier. And there we go. I want to just do it like that. Get a nice little view of how much iron our factory is actually consuming there. It's going at a pretty good clip. We can pick up all that wood. We're not going to need that. And then we can build our electric furnaces right here. Is that going to work? You know what? Let's build it back a little bit. Let's dial it back a little bit. Rebuild this track, quote unquote. Freaking monster bin track that we have. Alright, cool. And then let's just wait for this iron to run out. Let's do that. There we go. Cool. We're just waiting for this. We'll also have to build a method for our robots to be able to go around and repair everything, since that's starting to become a little bit of an issue there. So here we go. This is almost done. We're going to speed up this process a little bit. Let's do the Z button technique here. Okay. Some of it's spilling on the ground. That's fine. Whoa. Alright. Okay, close enough. You know what? I'm not going to fuss over it. There we go. Okay, we'll grab all of these up. And then we will place our electric furnaces right here. And we'll need a couple telephone poles. And yeah. Let's go ahead and we'll do blue inserters for the intake and yellow inserters for the output. Alright. And they should auto-assign once we get everything set up here. Okay, cool. What we're actually going to do is kind of do some really terrible conveyor belt storage methods here. And just do things like that, actually. That'll work just fine. Okay. So now we've got 2 things producing steel for us. And hopefully what this will do is allow us to get caught up a bit on our steel production. You know what? I have this terrible temptation, especially since steel has become such an issue over time. Let's go ahead and build 4. Alright, we'll just grab this up really quick. I don't know why there's a space missing there. That kind of bothers me. Let's see what happens whenever we actually clear this up. Yeah, it's jammed because I have track facing the wrong direction there for some reason. When did that... Oh, yeah, some track got destroyed and I replaced it. And I did it bad, apparently. Go figure. What else is new? What else do I need? I need steel, so we'll just sit here and pick up this steel. Alright. This will take a little bit. That's 9. Okay. So how was your day? How are you doing? How's it going? Well, mine's going okay, considering I just managed to more or less fix my factory to standards that are at least a little more tenable for the time being. Let's see, is that enough yet? No, we just need 2 more. Okay, this will take just a second. 1, 2. Perfect. Shoe buckled, etc. Alright. Do like that. Need what for... Oh, we need copper. Copper just so happens to be right there. So, and then we'll put that one there. More electricity. Input. 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 Output. Output. Okay, cool. Turn these around. And we're good. Awesome. So, yeah, that'll cut down on our iron supply if we're not careful in the long run, but fortunately it produces slowly enough and we only need it for so many things. And, yeah, how much do we have? We only have 23 in here. That's fine. We can have that continue to produce, but we should probably maybe reduce this down to about 200. We're not going to need bullets that much. And then, yeah, let me go ahead and I want to put a... active provider chest, which now we can build because we can actually pick up steel bars with fair regularity. There we go. So we will do active provider chest. Just give that a second to build up. And we'll go ahead and, you know what, it's not going to make too much of a difference for now. Whenever I notice later on that things seem to be flagging or that's backs up, then it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, wait, no. It needs to be a smart inserter anyways. What am I thinking? I'm dumb. Okay. And give it a second for the smart inserter to build, which I already had 6 of. Go figure. What else is new at this point? And then we want, let's call it 1,000. So we want 1,000 iron or steel bars here for regular factory use. And it looks like it's going to end up taking all of those steel bars constantly without letting any get through to be made into ammo. Which, you know, I'm not going to be too messed up about that because I'm hopefully not going to need to pursue anything military related for a little while. Okay, cool. So now we've got all the supplies that we need for research to continue going on, and then we will be able to build substations. Where's substations? We need to go ahead and make a substation factory. Well, we can't actually build them yet. We're still waiting for that research to actually complete. But we'll start building substations, and then we will absolutely, finally, be able to upgrade our power, and we'll move away from the steam pollution-causing business and move into a more permanent solution that does not require the use of resources that are becoming increasingly more valuable in other arenas. Well-deserved sip of water there. Oh, let's go and modify this. This is the problem with like working on your base and then dying. It's not so much the dying part or feeling like a wuss because you won't hardcore mow it. Mow it, sure. That's like a little brother to the mullet. It's the mowet. Let's see. Okay, there we go. But you make all these alterations to your factory and improvements and things like that, and then you die and you get pushed back however long. Like you can set the autosave to whenever you want, but I set it to 15 minutes because after a while it just takes frickin' forever to actually save. Okay, awesome. So now we need copper, steel, and advanced circuits in order to make substations, and we're not going to need a whole lot of them, so our production on that's going to be pretty limited. But we are going to do an active provider chest, and we are going to set this to... Oh, why is that set to 20? That was weird. Or set to steel for 20. That was the weird part. Cool. Well, we're going to let that continue to build engines because we'll need engines readily available in order to actually build a car, which is pretty high on the priorities for us at the moment. Definitely need a car. It's going fighting future fighter bases a lot easier, especially once big biters start spawning. That's not going to be a just walk up in heavy armor and then take them on, or even a hey, I got a bunch of lasers built right behind me, so no big deal, come at me, bro. That's not going to be what happens at all. It's going to be a very, very bad idea to try to pursue things in that manner. Okay, copper plate, steel plate, advanced circuit. Alright, I know I said all of that just a second ago. I had to remind myself, though, because I wanted to see what I needed to actually... You know what? Yeah, we can do things like this. Here we go. I need a blue inserter. And let's go like this. And what we'll do is just sort of up everything a little bit for our substations here. And then we'll do... How many copper plates do I need? That's going to be, yeah, that's going to be by far the majority of our consumption. So we'll have another blue inserter for that. And then, yeah, just an output, it looks like. Let's go output. Alright, input. And let's build an active provider chest, please. Let me go down over here and grab what we need for that. It's going to be 8 steel. Yeah, we'll just grab all 31 of them. Deal with it. Sorry, drones. Okay. Get back over here. And, provider chest. There we go. Cool. Waiting for this to build. Should take, like, almost no time whatsoever. Okay. And... whoa, there we go. Cool. And then, so we need to add... 100 steel plate and 50 advanced circuits to whatever we have here already. So let's just go ahead and put 200 here. And then 50 advanced circuits. Cool. And then I need to set you to less than 10 substations. Awesome. That will work out real well. Cool. Alright, so we researched one fairly large research that we've been waiting for a while. And that's working out in our favor. As far as I can tell. We're going to let the blues catch up a little bit before we do any more research, since they're taking from our steel pile here. And the next thing we're going to do is actually drone speed, I think. So this is going to work out really well as far as having 4 steel furnaces there. That's going to be... I don't know if ideal is necessarily exactly how I want to phrase that, but it is going to go a very long way towards our ability to advancing our plots and projects here. So... Alright, let's do some quick inventory management, then I'm going to wrap things up, and when we come back we'll start doing power upgrades. So, this is what I call inventory management. First of all, it's another Orco tip that I thought was really cool. What do I not need? Oh, hey, the wood's different. That's cool. What's getting attacked first? Hold on. I had a red thing right in this area. And I'm very disturbed by the idea that it might still be ongoing. Let's just put some laser turrets there for now, just to be safe. Not sure what was going on there, but I don't like it. Especially since I have an undefended roboport here. That's bad. And, you know, just kind of sprinkle them around. They're not doing anything in my inventory right now anyways. So, and then over here. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Yes, so the Orco trick is do this. Stone furnaces, don't need them. Steel furnaces, useful, but don't really need to be carrying them around so much. Actually, you know what? We'll keep half of them, because those might be handy in very, very rare, but still legitimate and existing situations. And then, let's go ahead and... do we have anything else we really need to trash? Not really. No, we can get rid of these broken walls. Why not? I'm not going to mess with them. And then bullets. Where's all of our turrets? Do we still have our turrets on us? No? Okay, well let's get rid of these bullets, because clearly those are no longer a tenable option for offense. So let's do all of that, and then hit C. There we go. Items eliminated. Cool. That's how you do item delete. As for everything else in my inventory, we're going to get rid of them in a slightly more constructive manner. Let's go ahead and stick all of our iron and copper into a chemical plant. And let me see, what else do I have immediately accessible in my inventory that I can get rid of? I know what I can do with these tracks. I'll show you what you can do with those tracks. Let's do like this. Okay, we're going to start basically making motions towards upgrading all of this into red track in the long run anyway, so I'm not going to be too concerned about losing some of those. We have a lot of grenades, but we'll actually probably use all of them over time. We need advanced circuits. We'll just go ahead and dump a few of these things in here, like this. So anything else we need in here immediately? No. Oh, hey, there's our gun turrets. Let's do this really quick. That's an iron chest. What a goofy fucking thing to have. It's like once you start having steel readily available, you just don't need anything but like steel chests, and then they're recyclable and you can kind of run around with them, and they're really useful for a lot of things. But iron and wood, not as much. I guess maybe you could probably do like a cost-benefit analysis of that says, no, it's actually more efficient to keep these around, but I'm just gonna destroy them because really. Oh, here's another thing I can destroy really quick. I can just build this and destroy it. I don't need to put it in a box. There we go. Cool. Now I don't have an odd number anymore. Thank Christ. That was getting annoying. Alright. There we go. He was handing me some ammo there that I needed because I was destroying my own stuff. And yeah, so okay, that's inventory management. Looks like copper production could probably use some help here before too long. And that might actually end up being a job for actual... Well, you know what? We can just throw this down right now. Do we have the arms for it? We do not have the arms for it. Okay. Well, we did all that inventory management. I don't want to screw it up just yet. Copper will be fine. Where are we at with... in regards to... There we go, 713 advanced circuits. There we go. Sorry, I need to complete my thoughts more often, but yeah, 713 advanced circuits out of the 2,000 I think we set it for. So it appears we have everything in place. Yeah, everything we requested here is done and built, and so now we can start upgrading our power as soon as we wish. Either way, that's the end of this video, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. So if you are enjoying, or even if you aren't enjoying, I really want to know why you aren't enjoying necessarily. See if you're bored or whatnot, and if I can get a consensus going on, maybe I'll find something else to fill this time slot. But in the meantime, I have no intention of stopping. I got plenty. I've noticed a few people binge watching, and a few people are definitely fans of this particular series, so, and as long as I have a positive input on it, I'm going to continue doing this. So either way, I will see you next time. Have fun.